Goodness, reality TV sucks. I'm just gonna go outside. Because I want to become dumber than those people who are actually supporting those shows. What the?
This is not a revere. You are awake.
You can talk. With my language.
Do you have a problem with that?
No, but it's just so odd.
The unusual. Is it something to fear or something to love? What do you think?
I would say it's something to fear.
Why?
It's because, I have no idea who I'm talking to. Whatever the hell you are.
You would have already ran away or called the law to your own protection.
I got my phone right here.
Your SIM card does not allow a connection to this network.
Bullshit. Let's go back to my house.
As you wish.
Take a seat.
This would be necessary.
Your voice!
What? Don't you like it?
It has changed!
Please allow me to ask you again. Why do you fear the unusual? Why do you hate changes?
Why do you care for the philosophy I'm living?
Don't you want to use your home phone now?
Don't you dare to change the topics now! What's up with that?
Is it a bad thing to ask for that?
Well, I wouldn't go that route. But it's still weird to me. Please answer me, and I will answer you. I promise.
One word. Decisions.
Huh?
The life of one person depends on what path they have chosen. This is why I want those answers from you.
Why me?
Now you have to answer me. You gave me a promise, and you should try to keep that in your heart. As good as possible.
And again with that voice. What's going on here?
Please don't break your promise. I plead you.
Alright, I answer.
Tell me.
It's just a terrifying thought in itself. Changes are terrible, and they take everything away that was good about the past and replace it with pure shallowness.
Everything?
Well, maybe not everything, but, thank God. Hello?
Oh, hey, it's me.
Oh, hey, little buddy, how you doing? It's my nephew.
I got some problems around my place and I hope you can help me.
For all the people you could ask, you're talking to the uncle you haven't talked to for years.
There are problems I have, and the rest of my family, including my parents, are not in a good mood right now, and nobody else seems to care for my problems.
The best time we had was back then when you were still a toddler.
I can sort of remember that. You used to be cool back then. And how long was it?
Sure, it was a long time ago, as I stated earlier, but...
10 years.
What's with all the temper? I'm the uncle of the year, don't you remember?
Alright, prove it. What kind of toys did we used to play with when I was young?
We used to play with the good old classic Play-Doh.
Wrong. We used to play with bricks by Lego.
Play-Doh, Lego, what's the difference?
Admit it, you just got beaten by a teenager, and that says a lot. Just call me again if you're invested in my problems, because it's obviously clear that I can't expect any help from you either. But no, scratch that. If you should even dare to call me again, then I'll just ignore your call because I saved your number on my phone already. With that, I can avoid your calls all the time, so let me just say one thing to you. Fuckety bye.
your stupid voice gimmicks. I'm already in a bad mood.
Well, you could have put more investment into the problems of your nephew.
Just shut up! Everything was alright for me. But you had to get into my way. And things became much worse since you've been here.
Would you actually have answered the phone if I wouldn't be here?
No. And it might have been for the better. My nephew wouldn't know that his uncle is an obsessed loner. And I couldn't be happier.
So you basically just wish that nothing should change at all? That nobody should dare to get you out of your shell?
Exactly!
Your nephew wanted to talk about the serious issues that he apparently has, and you wish to know absolutely nothing about anything that happens to him or anyone from your family?
Well, if you put it that way, it makes me look like a monster. But he got mad at me before I actually got the chance to find out anything about his recent problems.
If there wouldn't have been anyone with you in this room, then you would have probably refused a phone call, wouldn't you?
Shut the fuck up! You just brought nothing but trouble into my life.
So distancing yourself from everyone else is something you like to call a life?
Alright. It seems like I have to throw you out violently.
I don't think it would help you.
You won't convince me otherwise.
What kind of toys did we used to play with when I was young?
Are you just purposely trying to depress the hell out of me?
I just want to make you understand your own flaws.
And what's with you? Are you the Jesus of the planet you're coming from or what?
Is it better to be a human being who is blind on anything that goes around him?
Who do you think you are? What do you know about my life? I just feel so sick that you're using the voice of my nephew to talk down on me. That's basically who you are. A perky something who think that he can manipulate the life of a random person who's just like most people around the world. You might change me, but the others won't become peaceful by that immediately.
I agree with you.
Just don't try to come up with more bullshit. Wait, what?
It is by all honesty emotionally manipulative to use the voice of a person you're related to and having that pointed out by the person being flawed himself. Well, that is so true.
Thank you.
Nobody's perfect. However, you should try taking better efforts into your life.
Is being lazy bad?
No, but laziness doesn't complete the human soul. It's about the dreams and goals and, dare I say, the world.
The world? There are people outside the world, and you know that. But my nephew lives in Australia, and she'll really pay money to meet him just so that I can get rejected. Even if he rejects you, he would at least understand that you care for him. Well, that might be a valid point. It's up to you. I tried to decide, but I got 2 more questions. Go ahead. Who are you? Just call me the Inception. Why do you constantly change your voice?
You might pay more attention to anything that I just need to talk about. And as you said, it's manipulative, and that's my flaw.
That is true.
But can you explain me something? Do you actually recognize those voices?
Nobody else could. He used the voice of a former college friend of mine. Then a co-worker. After that, the voice of my cousin. Then my ex-girlfriend. My nephew. My brother. Myself, and at last, my sister.
Is there a pattern?
Some of them died several years ago. Others left me for my bitterness. And there are 2 of them who I haven't met for years.
Your nephew?
My sister as well. She's also the mother of him, but what kind of problems could he possibly have?
What do you think?
Well, I don't know.
There might be a way to find this out, isn't there?
Well, duh.
Trying to be more humorous, don't you?
Being too overdramatic would make me look like a box full of soap, ain't it right?
Well, it's time for me to leave now.
Are my jokes really that bad? Didn't you want me to convince you to be a better person?
As I like to quote a wise old man, your future is whatever you make it.
With that said, I need to leave now. Wait! Will we ever meet again? It depends on your life situation. But right now, it seems like you're on your own. Besides, you may find people who start to care about you again. And never forget, while there's life, there's hope. Thank you.
Good God, what took you so long?